The Super Nintendo was released in North America in 1991 and was Nintendo's second home video game console. The Super Nintendo had different names worldwide, such as the Super Famicom in Japan and the Super Comboy in Korea. The Super Nintendo had fierce competition with Sega at the time, who had released the Genesis much earlier, diving into the 16 market well before the Super Nintendo could. However, the Super Nintendo outsold the Genesis by the time they were both discontinued, selling just shy of 50 million units worldwide. The Super Nintendo was Nintendo's biggest contribution to the bit wars of the 80s and 90s, with the Genesis using attack ads in its marketing, calling itself cool, and coining the phrase, "Genesis does what Nintendo don't." The Super Nintendo was also the reason, along with the company Rareware, why Nintendo skipped the 32-bit era entirely and went to 64-bit instead. In 1994, when 32-bit consoles were trying to get ahead, Rare and Nintendo released the famed Donkey Kong Country, which further put the Super Nintendo ahead of the competition despite the console's limitations. The Super Nintendo was also one of the first to introduce the Slim console lines. The Super Nintendo Junior is a smaller console redesign of the original Super Nintendo console. The Super Nintendo was a very important console for Nintendo, as it, and Nintendo's brilliant marketing and game creation, kept Nintendo at the top of the early gaming days, solidifying its place into the modern era. Enjoyed that video? Check out my last console edit on the PlayStation 2, and if you really enjoyed, maybe leave a like and even subscribe. Thanks for watching.